For the latest information regarding the COVID-19 pandemic in Cupertino, please visit cupertino.org/coronavirus.
Hi everybody, thank you for joining us. I'm Larry Little. We begin this morning with the focus on the county's collaborative efforts to improve the health and well-being of our Latinx migrant community members during this pandemic. Ricardo Romero Morales, the community health planner with our public health department, joins us this morning to share more information about Binational Health Week. But first, we want to let you know that prior to this segment, we did remove our face coverings so everyone, including our American Sign Language interpreters, can clearly and properly communicate the information that we will be sharing this morning. Thanks for being here, Ricardo.
Thank you, Larry. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes, so we want to know all about Binational Health Week, which is celebrated all month during the month of October.
That's right. So Binational Health Week started in 2001. And since the beginning, since 2001 until now, it has become one of the largest mobilizations. And it's a collective effort with community partners, federal agencies, and volunteers. So we have grown to be a large movement that now it's not only a week, but it's also a month. So it's an entire month of celebration of services that we provide to a Latino community here in the United States and Canada. Binational Health Week is celebrated not only here in the United States, but also in Mexico, Guatemala, Ecuador, Peru, and other parts of the country as well, such as in Europe. Now, Binational Health Week, it's pretty much a mobilization in where we provide health screenings, health education, health fairs to a Latino community, as well as we build capacity for those who provide services to our Latino community.
So we've been doing this for some time now. Talk about some of the initiatives of the program from previous years.
Yeah, so here in Santa Clara County, we actually started Binational Health Week in 2005. So last year, we celebrated our quinceañera, and this year is our 16th anniversary of Binational Health Week in Santa Clara County. As a matter of fact, I have some pictures to show you from last year. And let's see. So here we have a picture of the Binational Health Week kickoff event that we have last year at the Eastridge Mall here in San Jose. Now, we also had different events throughout the entire month. The picture that we're seeing now, it's a picture of SourceWise, which are a nonprofit organization who provide education about how to sign up for Medicare. And then we also have, here is a picture of our closing ceremony where we have all of our community partners who participated last year. Now, in terms of the numbers, last year we hosted more than 26 events, and we were able to reach about 18,547 individuals here in Santa Clara County. We distributed 107,191 educational materials, and we had more than 1,000 volunteers. We provided 982 screenings, and we distributed 284 flu shots. And this is just in the month of October through Binational Health Week. And we were able to partner up with more than 66 different agencies here in the county. Now, since the very beginning in 2005 until now, we have been able to reach out to 447,000 and counting residents here in Santa Clara County. Now, let me tell you that this year, Binational Health Week is going to start looking a little bit different. We, because of the pandemic, Binational Health Week has been one of the largest mobilizations that we've been having, and now we're going to be moving to virtual platforms. As a matter of fact, while we were planning Binational Health Week, we weren't sure how things were going to look out this year, and it was mainly because we wanted to bring Binational Health Week. We know the importance of bringing the services and education to our Latino community. And of course, we want to continue to provide those services. So our community partners and the public health department got together, and we started to brainstorm different ideas about how to operate or how to plan this year's Binational Health Week. Thankfully, thanks to all of our partners, the Mexican Consulate here in San Jose, Telemundo 48, and other community partners, we were able to bring to you different resources to for this year. So now we're planning health fairs that are virtual, we're planning workshops that are also virtual, and we're also going to be focusing on COVID-19 efforts as well.
Yeah, so talk about some of the services offered again to the community, because this is very important. I mean, because a lot of times, our community members are not able to get the health care that they need, such as mental health. So just talk about some of those services provided again.
Yeah, so there is a lot of fear in our community regarding how to access services. That's one of the concerns that we have. One, because there might be their immigration status might be one of those fears. We also have the language barriers that could be also another fear, or even how to pay for Medicare services. Especially now during COVID-19, how do we, if we get sick, how do we seek those services? How do we go to the ER? Like, what am I expecting to see? So all those types of issues, we're going to be addressing them throughout the entire month of October.
All right, great. We want to go ahead and bring Stephen into the conversation here. Stephen is one of our collaborative partners. Good morning, Stephen.
Hey, good morning, guys. And thank you very much for having me here today. And yeah, thanks for the introduction. My name is Stephen Leon Rubalcaba Jr. And I work here in Santa Clara County for the nonprofit organization called SourceWise. And specifically, I work in the Health Insurance Counseling and Advocacy Program. It's commonly referred to as HICAP across the state. Now, as Ricardo was mentioning, it's our 16th birthday here at Binational Health Week, and HICAP by SourceWise has had a long partnership with Binational Health Week. And I believe that collectively, we do understand the importance of power and informing and educating our community. And we also understand the importance of representation and equity. So again, I'd like to thank all of our Binational Health Week partners that have been involved in one way or another. We're all doing a really hard job to reach the community, and you're all doing great at it. So I'm glad to be a part of this organization.
Stephen, if you could, spend a few moments sharing information about HICAP, if you could.
Oh, yeah. So HICAP, what is HICAP? It's another acronym, because Health Insurance Counseling and Advocacy Program is a lot. So what HICAP does across the state is we provide free one-on-one counseling that assists all Medicare beneficiaries, their families, their caregivers. And the main goal is to help them understand their Medicare benefits and the best healthcare options for them. And by the way, for those that may not know, Medicare beneficiaries are typically 65 years or older. And also, real quick, the SourceWise HICAP counselors, they're all trained, they're all certified by the state of California, and they all provide Medicare one-on-one appointments. Like Ricardo was mentioning, a lot of it has gone virtual or has gone over the phone, but we have been able to reach folks and make sure that they understand their options, because Medicare is very complex. So we have been able to adapt to the community needs. That's kind of what HICAP does in a nutshell. We advocate for Medicare beneficiaries, and we're not trying to sell them anything.
That's great. A lot of important information. So talk about enrollment, if you could. How can people enroll, and is there an enrollment period?
So yeah, there is a specific enrollment period, and it's actually coming up. So the biggest time of year for Medicare is called their annual enrollment period, which takes place kind of in alignment with Binational Health Week. It starts on October 15, and then it goes all the way till December 7. Now, it's very important because this is when folks can make changes to their various Medicare benefits without having any problems. And again, a lot of them are going to be taking place virtually. So we have geared up and prepared for a bunch of virtual presentations coming up soon.
Thank you for that information. How is HICAP operating during COVID-19?
Oh my. So like I said, it has been a challenge, but we are definitely determined to provide safe Medicare counseling during this COVID-19 pandemic. So in 2020, for the annual enrollment period, we're launching a string of multi-language presentations across the county, and they're all titled Medicare's 2020 Annual Enrollment Period and Updates for 2021. So like I mentioned, we've partnered with Binational Health Week for a number of years, and we've also had long-standing partnerships with a lot of other community organizations in the county, public libraries, senior centers, community centers, health centers. So we're using those partnerships to provide, again, some virtual training workshops for Medicare folks throughout this annual enrollment period. So this is where the strength in partnerships and building on those partnerships is extremely important for SourceWise and everybody.
Thanks so much, Stephen. It's so great that you all have been able to continue to provide services during this global pandemic. Let's switch gears and go back to Binational Health Week. Ricardo, let's talk about some of the events that will be taking place this year.
Of course. So this year, we are planning, like I said, all of our events that are happening this year are virtually. As a matter of fact, I want to go ahead and show you right now the image for this year's Binational Health Week. So as you can see on your screens right now, that's the image that we have from Mexico, and this is to celebrate the 20th anniversary internationally. Like I mentioned earlier, here in Santa Clara County, we are celebrating 16 years, and the topics that we'll be covering this year include the COVID-19, mental health, as well as how to sign up for Medicare services and other topics as well that are affecting our Latino community. And in order to address those topics, tomorrow, as a matter of fact, we're having a virtual health fair that's going to be streamed through Telemundo's Facebook page, and we're also going to be sharing it here in Santa Clara County, in where we're going to be talking about what people should be expecting when they visit the ER if they have COVID-19 or if they think they have COVID-19. We will also be talking about their rights as employees, like what happens if they get sick and how can they seek services, as well as what other resources are out there. How can they continue to prevent COVID-19, and also highlighting the importance of the flu, especially now during COVID-19 times. Now, and then the following weekend on October 10th, we are having our own Binational Health Week testing site, in where we're going to be providing COVID-19 testing to our community here in San Jose, and that will be located at the Discovery Museum. The times will be from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., and again, that will be happening on October 10th. It will be a Saturday. And we also want to go ahead and, people might be asking, well, I can't remember this information. Where can I find it? So we have developed a website, and that is www.sccbhw.org. And as you can see on your screens, this is what the website looks like. So once you see that website, you know that you're in the right place. There we have a calendar of events. As you can see, we list them out, all of the events that we have. And at the bottom, there is a actual calendar in where you can click on the blue boxes, and it will tell you what events are happening that day of the month. So that's how people can find out about Binational Health Week events.
And what's the website again?
That website is www.sccbhw.org.
All right. Any closing thoughts on Binational Health Week?
We want to remind our Latino community that they're not alone. We're in this together. We want to be thankful to everybody who has been patient with everything that has been happening. I know isolation, quarantine, getting tested, social distancing, wearing a face coverings can be overwhelming. But I want to let you know that you're not alone. We are in this together, and we're trying to come out with different strategies to be here for you and provide the services that we all need.
Ricardo, as always, thank you so much for being here. Stephen, thank you for being here as well.
Nice to be here, guys.
And thanks for sharing that very important information. I want to remind you that coming up this weekend and almost every day, you can get free flu shots here in the county. You can go to sccphd.org/flu. Again, that is sccphd.org/flu to get your flu shots, find out more information about flu shots. Also, today, air quality will be unhealthy for sensitive groups, so limit your time outdoors. And don't forget, with all this information we've been providing, COVID-19 is real and it is still out there. So if you're going out, Please continue to wash your hands, wear a mask, and practice physical and social distancing. We hope you have a safe weekend. Want to remind you, Facebook Live in Spanish comes up at 11 a.m. today and every Thursday at 10 a.m. In Vietnamese. Have a safe weekend, everybody. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
For the latest information regarding the COVID-19 pandemic in Cupertino, please visit cupertino.org/coronavirus.